definitely one of my favorite things to talk about, food. Dana Point has some awesome restaurants, and so I wanted to go over my top breakfast, lunch, and dinner spots with you today. Be sure and check these places out next time you're in town. Hey everybody, I'm Ryan Schramm. I'm the broker and owner of Ryan Schramm Real Estate here in South Orange County. Thanks so much for checking out my channel where I go over what it's like to work, live, and play here in South Orange County and Dana Point specifically. Be sure to subscribe to my channel because I'm always dropping new videos on what it's like to live here. All right, let's jump in. First meal of the day, it's breakfast. Now, I've vetted this one a lot, and it's not just my opinion. When people come to town, when they come to visit me, or when we're hanging out, I get their feedback as well. My top breakfast spot in town, RJ's. It's a little, well, it's not so little, it's a medium-sized diner vibe spot right by Dana Point Harbor that my friends have said, I'm not a pancake guy, but they've told me best pancakes they've ever had. And if you ever go there and you see the owner RJ cruising around, he always seems to have some bacon in his hand, so they have really good bacon too. And if you go there, my dish of choice, RJ's Heavenly Potatoes. Get 2 eggs over easy on top. You can get them over medium if you don't want them runny, but I get them over easy because I like the yolk to mix in there. It's a really, really good dish, and I really don't stray away from that. So that's my top spot. And if you're feeling super full and they have to roll you out on a wheelbarrow, go take a walk along Dana Point Harbor. It adds to the overall vibe, and that's why it's my #1. Okay, so now we're on to the second meal of the day. That's lunch. I was just sitting here thinking, you know, I can't really pinpoint one spot for lunch, so I'm gonna give you an area that you can go and then you pick. And the area is basically Dana Wharf. It's right there at the harbor. It's where the sport fishing and whale watching boats pick up. Right there at the wharf, you can hit John's Fish Market. You can get fresh fish tacos, fish and chips, and there's a bunch of other restaurants there. Wind and Sea, Harbor Grill. There's just a bunch of spots, coffee importers that you can go. If you just park right there, you will find the best lunch in Dana Point. Check it out. Okay, now finally, my top dinner spot. There's a lot of great places, but I'm gonna go fancy on this one. Every once in a while, we wanna get like a nice dinner, and believe it or not, if you want a pretty good, fancy sit-down dinner, there aren't a ton of options unless you go up into Laguna Beach or Newport Coast. And one of the spots that we really like to go to if you want a good steak, it's inside the Monarch Beach Resort. So you pull up, get the car valeted. That's also kind of plays into the fancier vibe. And you walk into the hotel, and over on the left is Bourbon Steak. They have a really solid national executive chef who did a great job with the menu. My wife Courtney loves a good craft cocktail, which they have a good menu on. And I go in there, I get the cold seafood platter, a bunch of appetizers, and a big tomahawk ribeye steak. That's my #1 spot to go to dinner right now. I'm really vibing with Bourbon Steak in Dana Point. Check that one out. Okay, so now I'm excited to hear back from you. If you guys get a chance to try RJ's, or go to the harbor for lunch, or go to the Monarch Beach Resort and try Bourbon Steak for dinner, would you come back and just drop me a comment? Let me know if I'm out of my mind or if I'm right on point. It's fun to interact and get more people talking about the cool things that there are to do here, from eating and playing and working and living. That's what makes this channel so great. So thanks for doing that, and I can't wait to see you on the next video.